Hello, Gemini. Beautiful, beautiful message. I love this one so much, so much. You, I think, are having this kind of spiritual moment where there's going to be this transition from constantly looking towards your outer world and going back within and realizing that all the power that you have to manifest your life the way that you want it is right here, right now. So here and now in nature, are both of them are talking about coming back to this place of realizing that your inner power is always in the eternal moment, right? The past is gone. The future doesn't even exist. It's right here, right now. And envious gluttony, for me, looking at this, like I said, I think that a lot of you are not looking at the outer world anymore. It's really about needing to release any kind of envy or anger that you may have had, right? We all go through it. We all go through it. We look at other people in their lives and we get angry because our lives are not that way. We wish we had those things. We wish we were living that way. But none of it's real, right? None of it's real. But the power that you hold within you is always in the eternal moment. It's really about you needing to not look toward the future or the past anymore and getting rid of, like I said, that envy and the anger. But I love it. I love it. Beautiful message. All right, Gemini, the overall here, the Three of Swords. And it's no wonder, right? So heartbreak, separation. And by the way, separation is an illusion. Unfortunately, we see everything as separate from ourselves, but that's not who you truly are, right? And you know that. You are an eternal being that is connected to everything. But this being the overall could be indicating a situation that you're dealing with right now that's changing your perception, right? It may influence you making a different choice in the future, though, too. In the past, the Two of Cups, so heartbreak over a separation in a relationship where you may have felt like you and another person were fully connecting. Now, this could also be needing to let go of connections that you thought were beneficial to you, but maybe they weren't because of the Three of Swords. But clearly we're focused on a connection here in the past. The Page of Swords in the present, I don't like that. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of the Page of Swords. So this could either be you or another person, and you may be watching what they're doing, or they're watching you, or somebody is telling their side of the story, but you may feel like they're controlling the narrative, and it's not the full story, right? The Page of Swords, as an immature messenger, is only taking half-truths and communicating that. It is a need to be more inquisitive and gather more information, absolutely. But, with the connecting cards that you have, it almost feels like somebody is controlling the narrative. Future conditions, the Eight of Wands. So besides things happening quickly, this is communication, but I also feel like it's things going in the right direction. And I think that, as far as this goes, if you're dealing with somebody who's controlling the narrative based on the relationship that they had with you, where you thought that there was a connection, but clearly there wasn't, when you let that shit go and you no longer put your focus or your attention on that, that's when things start to fall into place. And that's really how I see the Eight of Wands. It is things moving quickly, but everything is falling in the right spot. And this may have to do with different communication that is coming through that may help you to heal, with the Three of Swords being there. your best path to follow, the Emperor. This is really about tapping back into that power of the here and now, right? But also knowing that you have been through this before. You know how to handle these situations. When you look at the Emperor, you're talking about somebody in the divine masculine who knows how to act in a certain way to get things done. He knows what needs to be done. That's why a lot of times when you look at the Emperor, there's the definition of ruling with the iron fist. But this is really about you taking back control over what is happening in your outer world. You've been through this before, you know how to handle this. And it's not about forcing control either. You know, I've seen this before. I know how to handle this, right? In your environment, the Six of Cups, I almost feel like this may have to do with communication regarding the past that somebody can't let go of. And I'm seeing a lot of the Six of Cups here. It's been in everybody's readings. And I swear to God, I shuffle the shit out of these cards before I start. But I don't know what it is. I understand that our mind is a record of the past. And all the choices that we make are subconscious programs that have been put there based on our experiences from the past. But you can control the way that you think. I would be careful about communication coming through that may be trying to pull on, you know, your emotional side. It's almost like, hey, do you remember when things used to be this way, right? But what you're focused on is the heartbreak, what caused the separation. Now, it could be that there is a need for you to let that go, and you may be getting only half the story here with the Page of Swords, but full communication is going to come in future conditions. But it's important for you to make sure that you are sitting in your power, and that divine masculine within you is acting in a way from knowledge and understanding. Right? Don't get emotionally pulled in or carried away with how things used to be in the past, because it's gone. It's gone now. You know, and it may be an opportunity to open up communication again, to say, hey, you know, let's just clear the air. But, you know, again, for some of you, it may be somebody who is controlling the narrative and they just can't let go of the past. And the only reason why I say this is because of the Three of Swords being the overall, right? It's time now to, because you're not going to heal from this if this is continuously being brought up. Ace of Cups, your hopes and your fears, yeah, wanting to have a new opportunity for love, spiritual connection, emotional fulfillment. I love the Ace of Cups. And is there potential for that with this connection? Now, the other thing too, though, is as I'm looking at this, especially with the Emperor sitting there as your advice, this could be a situation where there is a need to kind of clear the air and reconnect with someone, where there may have been some kind of misunderstanding about something that happened in the past, but the emotions are good, typically with the Six of Cups, nostalgic. And you have the Two of Cups in the past, which suggest a connection, an emotional understanding. You know, so this may be a need to see an opportunity for a new beginning, to have a better connection once all the half-truths and lies and things like that, whatever it may be that causes heartbreak, is cleared up. And this is happening quickly. But it's up to you to make sure that however you handle this, you're doing it from that seat of power in the divine masculine. Be careful about the way that you choose to act. And again, you know how this goes. You've been through this, right? These painful situations that you've been through before with relationships have given you a wisdom that you can use now in the physical, right? And then coming out the Four of Pentacles, right? You know, typically when we look at the Four of Pentacles, it's talking about holding on to something. And I don't necessarily think that it's a point of view with the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords about the past, the Six of Cups. I think that what we're trying to do here is hold on to the hope that there is a better opportunity for a more clearer connection where there isn't this kind of like half-truth or miscommunication, but also kind of holding on to the direction that you want this to go in. But again, it's based off the Three of Swords, where there has been heartbreak and separation. The Ace of Wands, yeah, so reigniting a passion for someone doing that with you. The Five of Pentacles, a feeling of rejection. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeing these two a lot too. So there is a new opportunity that's coming through, and it is starting with communication, and it does have to do with this want to reignite that passion. But, you know, and again, this may be where the Three of Swords is coming in. Somebody may have perceived what was communicated as rejection, or there may have been all-out rejection, which caused the Three of Swords. But with the Page of Pentacles, this is where you're taking new information and using it in a way that can produce some kind of results in the material world for you, right? So there is the new opportunity to kind of work on things and maybe move forward with this person that you had this connection with, right? With the Two of Cups. Now, it could be that this is somebody that you may be wanting to collaborate with, though, too. And it may be, you know, in terms of like work or projects, I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles and going, you know, this is the direction that I wanted to go in. There may have been heartbreak because things didn't exactly work out the way that you expected them to. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's like, this is all I have right now. I need to hold on to this. There's the passion and the drive and the new idea with the Ace of Wands. But with the Five of Pentacles, you know, we're lacking. But the Page is suggesting that a new opportunity may be coming through here. But I'm loving the aces. I'm looking at those and thinking, you know, if we can get past the heartbreak from the past, there may be a better opportunity moving forward, right? But if you are dealing with a person here, there's also a need for accountability. You know, but I'm not seeing justice here, though. But really, it's up to you. It's up to you and what you choose to do with this. But needing to act from that place of understanding and power and knowing how to deal with these kinds of situations. Compassion. Ooh. Strength. And acceptance. Damn, man. You know, this could be somebody coming back to apologize, though, too. Or it may be you, right? It just depends. But I'm looking at your oracle cards, and I'm really feeling like, because of what you've experienced, you're wanting to get away from the anger and really move into this place where you're able to create the things that you want right here, right now. But compassion. So the best way for me to explain my understanding of this is if we understand that everyone around us, first of all, separation is an illusion. We are all connected. But because of the way that the mind works, people become so attached to this false ego identity, or the jiva, right? And they act from that. They forgot who they are. They're not the actor, right? That's not who you are. That is not what you truly are. And when you understand that and you see people acting in a way that, you know, clearly is not healthy to them or to others, that's where compassion comes through. But maybe, you know, here's the thing though, right? You can have that compassion and understanding, but that doesn't mean that you need to suffer fools, though, either. And it may be needing to have that inner strength to accept that the situation is what it is. Is somebody willing to change? Is there a reason why you're holding on to that heartbreak and separation that is directly connected to the past and the past connection that you may have had with someone? Either way, things are going to move in the right direction as long as you're acting from that place of power and knowledge, right? Wow, man. Yeah. Cleansing waters purification activates vibrant life force. So it's needing to clear yourself from this. And then navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Yeah, absolutely. When you do the things that make you happy, no matter what it is, even if it's sitting down, watching a YouTube video, and eating some pizza, if that's your bliss, as long as you're following that, and you're not caught up in how you think things should be, and you're just in that present moment, the universe will open doors in ways that you cannot believe.